Hello everyone, welcome to Chinese Begin. I'm Ella. Today, in this lesson, we will learn initials bo, po, mo, fo, de, te, ne, le. Okay, let's begin. The first one, bo. Bo is an unaspirated and bilabial plosive sound. When we pronounce it, long air is compressed by the closure of the lips. Then, the air escapes with a sudden release of the lip closure. It sounds like bo in boy. Okay, please read after me. Bo, bo, bo. The Chinese word bu, its pinyin, is composed of the initial bo and the fellow wu that was the fourth tongue. Bo wu bu. Bu means no. Next one, po. Different from bo, this one is an aspirated voiceless bilabial sound. The position of articulation is the same as that of bo, but there is air that is released forcibly with a puff when you pronounce it. It sounds like po or policy. Okay, please read after me. Po, po, po. The pinyin of the Chinese word po is composed of the initial po and the fellow o that was the second tongue. Po or po. Po means old woman or mother-in-law. The next one is mo. It's an unaspirated bilabial nasal sound. When we pronounce it, the lips forms a closure. The air stream passes through the nasal cavity. It sounds like more in modify. Okay, please read after me. More, more, more. The pinyin of the word more is composed of the initial more and the fellow or that was the first tongue. More or more. More means feel or touch. The next one is fo, different from bilabial bo, po, mo. Fo is a voiceless labial dental fricative sound. When we pronounce it, the upper teeth make a light contact with the lower teeth, and the air is released in between with friction. It sounds like for or format. Okay, please read after me. For, for, for. The pinyin of the word fan is composed of the initial for and the compound fellow an that was the third tongue. For an, fan. Fan means against or reverse. Okay, let's have a conclusion of these four initials. We can find that bo, po, mo are bilabial sound. When we pronounce them, our lips should form a closure firstly. However, fo is a dentin labial sound. When we pronounce it, the upper teeth make a light contact with the lower teeth. Next one, de. De is an unaspirated voiceless alveolar plosive. When we pronounce it, the tip of the tongue and the upper alveolar ridge form a closure. Non-air is compressed behind this closure, then escapes. It sounds like de of dirty. Please read after me. De, de, de. The pinyin of the word dao is composed of the initial de and the compound fellow ao that was the first tongue. Dao means knife. Next one, te. Te is also an alveolar plosive. Its position and manner of articulation are the same as those of de, but it is aspirated. You can feel a puff when you pronounce te. Te sounds like te of today. Okay, read after me. Te, te, te. The pinyin of the word ta is composed of the initial t and the final a with the third tongue. Ta. Ta means tower. Next one, n. N is an alveolar nasal. When we pronounce it, the tongue tip is pressed against the upper alveolar ridge, and the air is let out through the nasal cavity with the vibrations of the vocal cords. It sounds like n of no. Okay, read after me. N. The pinyin of the word neng is composed of initial n and the back nasal final ng, that with the second tongue. Neng. Neng means can. The last one, l. L is an alveolar lateral. The tongue tip makes a light contact with the upper alveolar ridge, but slightly more to the back than the position for n when pronounced it. The air stream is released to form a size of the tongue. L sounds like L of letter. Okay, read after me. L. The pinyin of the word lan is composed of the initial l and the compound final an, that with the fourth tongue. L an lan. Lan means pour. The difference between the nasal n and the lateral l is that when we pronounce nasal n, the air is let out through the nasal cavity. With the vibrations of vocal cords, we can feel the vibration of our nasal cavity. However, when we pronounce the lateral l, the air stream is released from the sides of the tongue. Okay, let's have a conclusion of these four initials. D, T, N, L are apical sounds. When we pronounce them, the tongue tip makes a contact with the upper alveolar ridge, and when we pronounce N, the air escapes from nasal cavity. In the end, let's read these 8 initials together. Bo, 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 wu, bu, no. Po, 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 wo, po, old woman. Mo, 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 wo, mo, feel or touch. For, an, fan, against. De, ao, dao, knife. Te, a, ta, tower. Neng, can. Le an, lan, pour. That's all about this lesson. In next lesson, we will learn other 6 initials. G, K, H, G, Qi, Xi. See you next time.